Hello guys, my name is Ahmed Hali for the Unscripted Talks here in Dub Radio. Now, President Ruto is expected back this weekend from his trip from China. And, he embarked in his international trips when the culmination of the political environment came. That is when there were so much demonstrations occasioned by the Gen Zs and the millennials. So since the culmination of the country and reshufflement of cabinet when things were calm, then he embarked in his international trips. Now, here is a list of things that are called goodies worth billions that President Ruto is expected to come with. Monies that are expected to boost the economy of the nation. Amidst this, remember, there is a huge international debt that the country has, and so many projects that have been occasions. We don't know if they're white elephant projects or if they will meet the light of the day. So I'll be going through some article here that has been written by the standard medium. So it is after a week long trip from Beijing, and President William Ruto is expected back in the country, of course, this weekend with what we call expectations worth billions of shilling, which is aimed at improving the economic status of the nation. So the president and his delegation have this week engaged in several groups and individuals, including the China counterpart, President Xi Jinping. They are sealing various deals. So President Xi Jinping, that is this Thursday, announced a 10-point partnership action plan for Africa, which Kenya is also a part of. They're going to provide Africa with $50 billion. That is close to 6.5 trillion Kenyan shillings of financial report. So this will cover modernization of industrialization, agriculture, trade, investment, training, and infrastructure. As usual, it's always the norm from the Chinese. We always get infrastructure, agriculture kind of stuff. From the West, we get action plans for climate change, to deal with climate change. Anyway, now we are expected to get, I don't know, from these 6.5 trillion, I don't know what share Kenya will get. So others are access of Africa's goods to the Chinese market. 30 infrastructure connectivity projects and development cooperation comprising of 1,000 livelihood projects. Let us hope that this is not going to happen just like we received fertilizer from Russia, and the moment it knocked in Mombasa, it disappeared. So let us hope that this time we are really going to actually get whatever good is going to be allocated for Africa. Let us hope that Kenya will get its rightful share at the right time. So, the president, who made remarks when he opened the 9th Forum on China-Africa Cooperation summit in Beijing, said it will include a $29.4 billion credit line, $11.2 billion of various forms of assistance, and at least $9.8 billion of investment in Africa by the Chinese companies. We also have that China will support Africa in issuing panda bonds in China to enhance results-oriented cooperation. Now, I don't know how this is going to be affected, because we've seen having trade even between African countries has been a great hindrance. And this one I'm speaking from the point of knowledge of South Africa, Nigeria. There has been this kind of phobia thing whereby they feel these people coming to our country to invest, whereas we don't have jobs. So I'm waiting to see how China is going to make sure that trade between these two countries is benefiting both the nation, and not only a way of acquiring and accumulating loans that are going to necessarily translate to betterment of livelihood to the common mwananchi. So Ruto, who has been attending the summit, which ends today, said the meeting presented an opportunity for Africa to renew and strengthen partnerships with China. So the most thing he could say is actually the concessional funding for infrastructure, climate change efforts. I said it. Connectivity, regional cooperation, and technology-enabled projects and programs. So, Ruto actually met with the AIIB president and the board of directors chairman Jin Likan and other officials at the bank headquarters in China, which is a multilateral development institution with 109 members and $100 billion capitalization. So, my only worry is this is not the first loan Kenya is acquiring from China, or it is not the first goodie in quotes that President Ruto is coming with from foreign countries. Now, the question is, will there be accountability in terms of these loans or these monies? If they are grants, we don't know, because it has not been stated clearly whether they are loans or grants to run these infrastructural, agricultural, climate change programs. We don't know yet the details of these loans. Then, the projects that these money is expected to undertake, will they meet the light of the day? Or because, President Ruto has most of the times presented himself as somebody who is always lying, somebody who cannot be trusted. So we don't know if this time we've seen even from the Vampire Diaries of this this guy Kebaso Morara. He's been eliciting projects, white elephant projects that have been commissioned by the president, either when he was the deputy president and also when he's now the president of the country. Now, there are so many projects he's commissioned, and none of them has made the light of the day. So, this money, how sure are we that it is not going to be lost in the pockets of these politicians? We just hope that it will be for the betterment of the nation. Now, if you love content of this nature, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, press the notification button so anytime that we are live, you'll be the very first person to be notified, or any other time that we upload our content. If you're watching from Facebook, kindly follow us in our page. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the Unscripted Talks here in Dab Radio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dab Radio ndio mpango mzima.